Hi, everybody, and welcome to Sens TV. I'm Gord Wilson. Here at Sens TV, it's all about all access, full all access, and you're in for a real treat. We're going to get a tour of the Ottawa locker room, and I mean from stem to stern here. This is where the Ottawa Senators come out, this tunnel. They come past this door here, and we've got a special tour guide as well for this tour. The one, the only, Chris Neil. Neil, thanks for doing this.
Oh, thanks for having me on.
Much appreciated here.
Welcome to my home away from home.
Your home away from home, exactly. The most important tools for a hockey player in the stick room here. Maybe you can just very quickly bring us in here.
I number my sticks by date, so I know whenever I have the date that I started with, so how long they last. And then I have my daughter's name on it, Haley, so just my own personal thing. So,
Chris, why don't you take us over to your locker stall and just give an example of how this is set up.
My spot, we always hang our stuff in a certain way. Then underneath, we got our own keeper bag and an extra helmet, extra pair of skates as well. I change my laces every game, one of my superstitions. So,
one of the big things in a locker room, Chris, is the stereo. Do you have a specific song that you listen to upon arrival here at the game?
I like AC/DC. I get Thunderstruck going. I'm one of the first guys here, so I'll initiate the stereo, then plug in my iPod. Then once Nicky Foligno comes in, he usually takes over.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Okay. And changes all the music?
Well, not all of it. We have, if you look up at the end, we have the team captains, the Jack Adams trophy, 50 goal men up there. Danny Heatley's got his name up there a couple times, all-star team. So, and on this side here, you got all the players that have played in those years. So it's just, you look around and you see guys that have been in this dressing room sitting across using the seats that we sit in now. And, like I said, it's a lot of history in here. So.
All right, we're going to let you take a break. We're going to go in this back room here and hook up with equipment manager Scott Allegrino, and then beyond that black curtain, which is usually where no member of the media goes, we're going to get a shot back there of the lounge and the locker area and the training area, all that good stuff. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Perfect, Art.
Thanks, Neil. All right, here is the equipment repair room. Scott Allegrino, one of the best in the business. He's the equipment manager for the Ottawa Senators and has been for 4 years. Scott in his office right now. Come on out here, Scott, if you don't mind. Thanks for joining us, sir, my friend. Appreciate that. Let's start with the skate sharpening machine. Obviously, you spend an awful lot of time in front of that.
I sure do. It's probably the biggest thing of my job here. I do sharpening, say on a game day, I'll sharpen 16 pairs of skates before the pregame, and then I'll do the remainder after the skate there to get prepared for the games, pretty much.
You're working on some sort of skate problem?
This is a boot stretcher here. This is guys come in and they sometimes they'll get a skate. Sometimes you have to punch or stretch, help them form fit the skate to their liking.
How long have you been in pro hockey? 4 years here with the Senators, but so many other years. 16 total.
16 total. For me, organization's huge in this business. It's when you need something, you need to know where it is, and the quicker you get it done, the quicker the player's back on the ice and happy.
Scotty, thanks for this. Appreciate you taking us into your room. We got Chris Neil on the other side of the black curtain here, where no man has gone before, especially a camera. So we're going to have some fun with that.
Enjoy. Have a good day, guys.
Good stuff. Thank you. Are we ready to do this?
I think we are, Gordo.
All right.
This is where everything happens back here. This is where a lot of people don't get to see in it all. This is our jersey room, where they hang all the jerseys and.
Oh wow.
They, as you can see, all the practice jerseys all down there. They keep extra skates back here, skate blade holders. A lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't realize what the trainers do, and they look after us top notch. It's amazing what they do.
Thankless job, eh?
Oh yeah,
really.
Exactly.
In all the years I've seen this happen, it's these guys start their days usually 6 o'clock in the morning, and
first one's here, last one's to leave.
Yeah, good stuff.
And we got the big sauna in here. It's if you come way in here, someone's been in here, say some more. It's a great big one. It fit the whole team in this one, so it's wow. It's pretty neat. You come up here, they've redone this since I've been here. They've added this big hot tub. We do a lot of therapy in this pool. It's not just for hot tub. As you see, there's no lounge chairs and stuff. It's it comes up to about here on you when you're in there. It's set up for a treadmill to go on the bottom. Right. We don't have the treadmill, but you turn the jets on in the end, and it gives you enough resistance that it's a good workout when you're in there. So for therapy and stuff, I've been in there with my calf. It's been great for my rehabilitation. So the corner tub is actually a cold tub. So we like to flush out our lactic acid buildup in our legs. So we'll go from cold tub to hot tub and back and forth, and then it helps rejuvenate your whole body. So
we should tell people as well, you might be able to hear it in the background, but at the time of the taping of this segment, Motley Crue is in the building, and
yes, they are.
They're making all kinds of noise in their sound check.
There's one of the men behind the scenes, Chris Cook, walking away from us. He does a lot here. He's one of the elite training staff that we do have. They just brought this in over the last couple of years. It's actually an X-ray machine. So if you see guys come in and they block a shot or something like that, and they take one off the foot, or the ref came in after last game and got an X-ray done, and just to make sure there's no breaks and stuff. So this it's a neat thing to have right in the dressing room, and it gets used a lot.
Well, every locker room has the scanning board.
Yes, we do.
This is paid very close attention to. This is the training room, the all-important training room. Athletic therapist Jerry Townend has been here for a number of years as well.
Oh, we'll come in the morning, normally grab a coffee in the morning, come right straight to here, and start my day off with rehab, do some friction stuff on the calf and go from there. Right from after the first couple of games of the season, normally a lot of guys spend a lot of time in here because they get banged up pretty bad. And we have back here, if we have any dental problems or some stitching on the face and stuff, this is where Doc Chow does a lot of his work back in here. Yeah, they got the whole setup. They always say doctors are the best. They can work in small areas. So
I heard a story last year in training camp, Chris, that this was a room where you panicked because you were supposed to get your flu shot. Is there any truth to that rumor? You didn't really...
Well, I'm not a big guy of needles, Gord. If I go to the dentist, I won't get the freezing. I'll just let them drill. I'd sooner have the pain and only last for a couple seconds.
Okay.
So.
The legend grows.
Yeah, then instead of the needle. So I don't like needles too much.
Okay.
This is our lounge area. We're sitting around socializing, talking about last night's game or other teams that have played. We watch the highlights in the morning, and we got a little breakfast nook here, so you can come in and grab a little bite to eat if you want. This, Danny Elverson wanted to bring the team a little closer, so he brought in the little tables. When we were over in Europe, every coffee shop had a little tables where you can sit down. So this is where this idea came from. Just showing his leadership once again. This was all put in this summer, and just to revamp it a bit, put a dishwasher in and for blenders and stuff. So we'll come off and make shakes up. And they have a little freezer, so with you can pull some berries or whatever. Those are all different blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries. So you can mix them in with your shakes and stuff. They want to keep your body, like I was saying in there, the best you can for the whole year. And we are going green here. We like to recycle in this dressing room. It's a big thing for us. That's where all our laundry and stuff gets done. I've actually hidden in there on Doug Moffat that does a lot of the laundry, and scared him a couple times. He got me once, though. He turned it on? Well, no, he didn't turn it on, but I was stuck in there, and he got the garden hose out and started soaking me. So he got me back pretty good. But Patty O'Lean was the one that ratted me out, so I owe him one. There he is right here, Doug Moffat, the man behind the scenes. So he does all the laundry and stuff, and I was just telling him about how he hid in the dryer on you, Moff. And I told him about the water. Good. The whole truth out. Yeah. When we come in, we have our own personal lockers back in here. Here's Alfie's right here, Nicky Foligno, but we got a couple empty ones for guys that get called up. But here's mine here. A couple hangers in there so you can hang your suits and stuff, and we throw a pair of runners in there. This is a new thing. We got a ping pong table here. This ping pong standings. They got me right there, but I've actually should be right here. I beat all those guys. So, but Alfie's probably the best.
Top,
yeah, he's a good ping pong player. I don't know what they feed those guys over in Sweden, but they brings the best out of them in their sports. So that's their dressing room behind the scenes. It's enjoyable coming to the rink every day to a facility like this. It's why Ottawa is one of the top organizations in the league, and each year people that play here say that. So,
well, much appreciated. Thank you very much for this.
Thanks.
All Access on Sens TV. For Chris Neil, I'm Gord Wilson.